멀티 엔딩이야.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
그래픽이 좀 꾸진데? 뭐라 하지? 페리사.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
오, 뭔가 약간 TR 같다잉. 고대 유적을 찾고 있었는데 고대 세계에서 가끔씩 통찰력, 첩보 임무를 수행 중 군용 화기를 지녔지만 탄창이 10발뿐입니다. 더 이상 얻을 수 없으니 신중하게 사용해야 합니다. 법의 손길을 피해 도망치고 있었는데 법의 손길에서 도망치면서 발돌림이 빨라졌습니다. 질주 속도가 5% 증가, 기억 상실, 맷집이 증가. 오, 일단 이거는 별로 안 좋은 것 같은. 이게 뭐 죄를 지으면 안 된다고 했으니까. 발놀림. 근데 뭘 훔치거나 할 순 없는 거 아니야? 맷집, 통찰력. 가제트.
Really? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't think I want to know.
휴대폰과 돈을 좀
Oh, come
받아가야겠군요.
on. In your state, I could drop you on your butt and drag you right back into that river if I wanted to.
오케이.
Look, you've just been through a trauma, so I'm gonna forget you said that. But you owe me.
잠만. 부탁 하나 들어줘.
There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He
Al.
went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here.
난
no matter
가도
what.
된다.
There's no way I'm leaving without him. So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him. If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please? Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know? Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean? Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you. All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Karen. 어쨌든
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two
아
knew each
근데
other.
그래픽 진짜 좀
I
에반데.
guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
타벨.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
하이.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me. Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
오케이. 귀중한 유물을 찾으러 가는 거지만 가는 김에
My
일도 살펴볼래요.
The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
나 지금 막 시작했고 이 사람이 나를 구해줬고 나는 무언가로부터 쫓기던 사람이야. 도망자. 그래서 발놀림이 25%더 빨라. 좀 더 빠르게 달릴 수가 있는 사람. 감사합니다. 카렌이 강에 빠진 날 구할 때 사용했을 것이다. 근데 그래픽이 조금 꾸지다.
The ruins are just beyond those columns. Please, hurry.
미쳤지. 저기요. 오. 아니 원래는 아까 낮에 크컨을 하려고 했는데 아니 수버럴 뭐 이제 매칭이 안 되더라고요. 와, 씨, 이게 다 좋은 거네. 아, 그래서. 네, 이게 스텔스가 되네요. 뛰어. 잠깐만. 아닌가? 뭔가 돈 주머니 같은 게 있었던 것 같은데. 그냥 게임 설명이 재밌어 보이길래 샀는데요. 근데 전에 샀던 거고 묵혀놨다가 이번에 하게 된. 얘가 막 고대로도 막 그거를 간다던데? 근데 고대 그 시대로 가면 내가 뭔가 운명을 바꿔야 되는데 죄를 저지르면 안 된다고 들었어. 그래서 뭐 사람 죽이고 뭐 이렇게 하는 게 아예 그냥 죽이고 훔치고가 안 되는 건지 아니면은 안 들키면 되는 건지 그건 모르겠어. 그 게임을 해봐야 됩니다. 에리 이걸 두고 갔다니 이상하긴 하다. 왜 놓지? 두고 가자.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked
아, 그 참고로 이 게임은 멀티 엔딩이 된대요. 그래서 뭔가 코락선이가 보아하니까 나는 이미 도망자를 선택했던 그 지점에서 나쁜 엔딩으로 시작한 게 아닐까 싶기도 하고. 황금 세례를 맞으나 그것이 최후의 안식처가 되게 헛되도. 도시 어딘가에 있다. 오.
Consider this an invitation.
어머. 뭐 물에서 나오는데 뭐 숨 쉬는 소리도
Good
없고.
morning. Alworth.
아니 이게 막 군인도 있었고 고고학자도 있었고 기억이 그냥 안 나는 사람도 있었고 한데 뭐 발걸음이 빠르다길래 나는 도망치면 좋으니까. 어머. 일단은 어머. 나 민첩충이라 가지고. 사람이 일단 민첩해야 빨리 도망을 치면은 살아남을 수 있어요. 이동 속도가 제일 중요하거든요. 돈 생기면 600원 생기면 바로 무엇이 메두사 어이씨. 근데 그래픽이 안 좋은 거 치고 좀 끊겨. 그래픽이 좋은 게 아닌데 제가 이거보다 더 좋은 그래픽이었던 게임을 했는데 그거는 제가 방송을 안 해서 그래요. 그래픽이 좀 안 좋은데. 어크 오디세이 일단 다 갈기고 그거 더 플라그는 내가 방송을 했는데 안 본 걸걸? 아닌가? 모르겠네. 했는지 안 했는지. 여튼 플라그 테일 그것도 다 했는데 그게 이번에 후속편이 나왔더라고. 2탄이 나왔더라고. 뭔가 2탄 안 나올 것 같은 느낌이었는데 좀 뛰어갈까? 반놀림 괜히 빠르게 한 거 아니니까. 뭘 봤어? 아, 기도를 했대. 어머. 깡. 빨리 가자. 헉!
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse. But you'll suffer
어머,
the
얘도
same fate I
황금이
did.
됐어.
I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out.
어머.
The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it
Really
took me right back to the beginning.
Really,
Don't make the same mistake.
really.
Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
아니 뭐 가야지. 여기까지 왔는데. 헉! 너무 판타지 아니에요, 근데? 저녁 마라탕이요. 뭘 물어보세요. 속이 좀 쓰려 그래서 지금. 아, 그건 맞지. 그건 또 맞는 말이긴 한데. 오, 약간 어크 오디세이 그 느낌도 좀 난다잉. 양각도. 두 차원문과 두 여인을 묘사한 로마 양각도. 아, 로마니까 어크는 아닌가. 여튼. 헤이. 이거 아까 밖에 있던 그 쿤 아이가? Hey.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
근데 이게 약간 멀티엔딩이라는 것이 진짜 약간 그 직업을 선택할 수 있는 것도 그렇고 약간 TR 느낌도 좀 나거든. 그래서 저는 도망자 신세의 그 페리사 군에게 좀 이입을 해볼까 싶은.
What?
어머.
I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try.
얼굴 없어요.
Ask
저
again.
커마가
Who are
없던데?
you, and what were you doing in the shrine? Oh, is
길을
that
잃었다.
right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But
이름만.
listen, most folks seem
이름이랑
a bit
성별.
confused when they get here.
그거는
but
피부색.
you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple
뭔가
for you.
도망자니까 뭔가
Live by
죄를
our
지었겠지.
law here, and we'll all get
뭔가
along
죄를
just
지은
fine.
사람 A. 근데
No
죄를 지을 거면
laws.
뭔가 반사회적인
Law.
행동을
There's
하겠지.
just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our
황금상으로
magistrate
바뀌는
insists
거겠지,
we
뭐.
take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
쓰고. 내가 직접 갈게.
Look, you seem like you might need a little extra help, and I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I showed you the way.
제 아까만에
Alright,
걱정
friend,
마세요.
Suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
매버릭. 미쳤지. 1999 히로. 일단 Dreams may keep us alive. 비켜 이씨. 어머, 야 이미. 헉! 아까
Salve.
그게 자꾸 그건가 보다. 라틴어로 했나 본데. 야 근데 잠깐만 길이 어딘데? 잠깐만.
You, Tantalus,
지도가
cannot
안
catch the
뜨는데.
drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
할머니 뒤지고 싶어요?
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
방금 일을
The
어떻게
bloodless
생각하십니까?
shadows. This is their punishment. They never do.
먹이
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
할머니 진짜 뒤지고 싶어요? 아니 근데 야 황금상이 이미 되게 많은데? 시제품. 오. 훔쳐도 되나? 훔치면 그거 되나? 나도 황금상 되나? 훔쳐볼까? 어머!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
좋댔다. 잠깐만 길이 여기가 아닌데. 어머. 야야야야야. 야 나 너한테 가라는데? 문으로 가라는 게 이건가? 뭔데 어머머머머머머머머머 어머 어? 니네 알지?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of
아니 심지어 아까 거기로 가는 것도 아니고 여기로 돌아오네.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before
와
in my
근데
life.
그냥 안 들키면 되는 게 아니라 아예 범죄를 저지르면 안 되는 거구나.
Sorry to have bothered you.
에반데. 그러면 나 도망자 이거를
And since you
발을
seem to be in a
급하게
hurry,
할
you should
필요가
try out this
없었잖아.
device I made. Worked real hard on it.
근데 이거
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works,
서서히
it'll be
밧줄에
faster than
붙이고
walking.
손잡이에 매달려.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite
진짜-
the courage to. test
아니 이게
myself.
기억이 없는 장갑 그것도 했으면 그게 맷집이 50%가 늘어난다 했거든.
Probably.
근데 이제 안 맞을지
See you
안
around.
맞거나 맞기 전에 어떻게 해버리면 된다 이 생각이었어가지고 그냥 이걸로 바꿨던 건데 호수 위에 도르래를 할 땐 또 없는디. 아 이건가? 맞아요. 아야야. 뭐야? 아무것도 훔치지 마라. 아무도 해치지 마라. 아무도. 그러니까 이미 앞에 왔던 애들도 다들 훔치고 하고 했던겨.
Salve.
어이. 와우. 오지도 못해요, 씨발. 아니 근데 그 아저씨가 어디인지 내가 어떻게 알아요? 여기 있나? 어이씨. 아 그냥 쟤한테 그거 해달라고 할걸. I did not do it. 둘리군. 네가 둘리가.
Hello? Hello? My name's Dooley.
아,
I live here now because I got in
아
trouble.
설마요. 그렇게
They
불친절하겠어?
said they had to lock me up. I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
너 훔칠라 그랬지.
No! I would never! I'm good! They said I
아
did it
그런가?
more than once. But I can't remember
그런가?
things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy. Yes.
치안판사 줄리에게 무단 침입을 막기 위해 가뒀다고 설명하네요, 편지. 결국
does it
그냥
say?
뭐
My treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said, if he gave me this key, all I remember is he said something about the cisterns. Now nobody looks after me. Hannibal Galerius already like Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. If you help make him mad, Hannibal said it was in the Bye bye.
아씨 귀찮은 거 맡았네. 아 근데 됐고 나는 아까 걔한테 가야 되는데. 아니 여긴갑다.
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the bar.
아 이것도 다른 퀘스트 같은데. 아니 씨발 나 아까 걔를 만나러 가야 된다니까.
And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule. None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise. Are you daft or just callous? If you don't stop him, we're all going to die. The shrine is collapsing.
어머 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 어머.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her. Oh, Fabia,
내가
why
보긴
did you have to
했는데.
go in there? Poor sweet girl.
경고. 어머. 공짜로 먹으라고 둔 거 같대. 뭐가 아까 울던 거 어디 갔노? 아 여기 있다 여기 있다 여기 있다. 조용히 해보세요. 여기 갑다. 여기도 아닌데. 지금 딴 거를 하고 있을 때가 아닙니다. 갈레리우스 쿤한테 가야 돼요. 헤이. 헤이. 아닌데? 얘 아닌데? 얘 맞나? 아니지 않나?
Don't you just love springtime? I saw you use the device I made, and it worked.
아 근데 어차피 얘를
Anyway,
뭐
I'm
무슨 판사
sorry to
그걸로
ask,
만들려고
but Is there
했으니까.
any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor? Well, I've been trying to get this rare flower from the rock spire in the middle of the lake. It's too steep to climb, so I hung a rope over the lake and made this pulley device, only I couldn't quite summon the nerve to use it. Do you think you could use the device again and try to get that flower for me? I don't really feel comfortable talking about it. Look, I'll tell you everything if you get it for me, alright?
오케이.
Oh, thank you. It would help me a lot. There's no rush, just whenever you get a chance. Alright.
지금 바로 해.
See you around.
아 근데 아까 그거가 죽으면서 그럼 걔가 없는 세상으로 오는 건가? 혹시? 걔가 죽어서 얘가 없어진 거 아님? 지금? 퀘스트 마크가 안 뜨잖아. 나 근데 저 위에까지 올라갔다가 다시 저거 따로 와야 됨? 난 그냥 이게 전체가 다 돌아온 건 줄 알았는데 걔가 없어졌잖아. 저 문 열면서 뭐 여는 사람으로 없어졌잖아. 기존의 그 판사가 여기 시체로 여기 남아 있었잖아. 그래서 이 세상은 그 판사가 없는 거인 거 아니야? 그러면 이미 나 엔딩 너무 꼬인 거 아니야? 우후! 이 지랄을 몇 번을 해야 되네. 그냥 다른 이야기로 진행이 되는 거 아님? 아니 그러면 엔딩이 몇 개야? 너무 멀티 엔딩 아니에요? 조용히 하세요. 뭐 자꾸 속삭이노. 내가 죽진 않는데 다른 애들이 자꾸 희생되면서 캐릭터들이 없어지는 게 아닐까. 아씨. 역시 발걸음이 빠른 자. 거의 뭐 인내의 숲이라고 할 수 있지. 아 근데 이럴 거면 그냥 처음부터 다시 하는 게 낫지 않나? 아 씨발! 어머. 왜 이렇게 시끄럽나 했네. 밑에 뭐가 있었구나. 점프 안 되나? 점프로? 그렇게 쉽게 되게 안 해놨죠? 근데 진짜 그냥 처음부터 다시 하는 게 낫지 않음? 아 일단 해. 근데 어차피 그 판사는 죽을 운명이었을 거야. 내가 이거를 알고 해도 하다가 한 번쯤은 내가 무조건 동전 훔치거든. 그냥 아이씨. 그냥 무의식 중이라도 훔치면 안 되는 거 알아도 한 번쯤은 훔쳐가지고 그 아저씨는 무조건 죽을 수밖에 없어요. 그럴 역할이야. 그 아저씨의 역할은 그냥 그 판사라기보다 그 문을 한번 루프를 해주는 역할. 내가 죽인다기보다는. 아 근데 수바. 어머. 아니 근데 이거 안 되는디. 되나 이거? 아니 씨발. 응. 너야? 여기 뭐 있지 않아? 뭐지? 나비가 왜 이렇게 많지 여기? 아니 수발. 아니 근데 이게 초반에 받아서 할 퀘스트예요? 니마 얘는 뭐야? 니마 비켜보세요. 저기 뭐 있는데. 아이씨. 네, 이번에 한다. 아니 저기요, 저는 스토리 보려고 왔지 극지붕하러 온 게 아닌 것인데. 네, 안 뛰어내리겠냐고. 조금 더 빨리 해볼게요. 된다. 쉽고 어이 개새끼야.
Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind?
이 새끼 뭐 시킨 적도 없는 척 얘기하네.
Brilliant! You did it! Well done! This is
미쳤지.
going to make her so happy.
에퀴티야.
Equitia, I mean. Now I just have to figure out how to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to her, give her the
니아라하고
flower,
부장판사나
and
빨리
confess I've been
되시라고요.
madly in love with her since the moment we met. But on the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that the consequences could be terrible. You mean aside from her
어머.
execution? You see, Equitia is a Vestal
친새끼
priestess,
아냐?
meaning she's taken a vow of chastity, the breaking of which would be an
당연히 안
extremely
되지.
serious affront to the gods and a capital offense. Even if she was just suspected of being unchaste, it could lead to her execution. Unchaste Vestals get buried alive. Oh, and I'd get flogged to death for good measure. But at the same time, she's just so kind and graceful. I feel so much love for
네가
her that
고백을
I
해서
don't
둘 다
tell her
죽는
it'll
것보다 그냥
burn
네 혼자
a hole
가슴에
in my
구멍이 뻥
chest.
뚫리는 거 낫지
I don't know
않을까?
what to do. What do you think? What would you
이제
do?
판사 안 될 것 같은데 하지 말라 하면 털어놓은 게 좋을 겁니다. 끔찍한 결말이 기다린다고요. 멀리서도 얼마든지 점잖게 그녀를 흠모할 수 있어요. 그런 건 알아서 해야죠.
Oh, I'm sorry to bore you, friend.
그 알아서 하고.
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it.
센티우스가 아직
From what I
있네.
hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
에퀴티아한테 또 말을 해야 되네.
I suppose you're right. Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know? Well, it's a long one and kind of
빨리
sad.
아까 그 연애 얘기
but
다시 해봐. 내가
I don't
도와줄게.
mind telling it. I'm a farmer. Always have. One day, when I was about 20, my father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I. But by the time I got back, my mother died of a broken heart soon after. More raiding started before too long. We'd come one night, when my sisters and I had nothing. I got my father's old axe, but there were more of them. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters dead. Yeah, well. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. I spent a few years working for my new... Tried to escape a couple of times. Could probably still be there, too. Everybody was running down. I got swept. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. That's what I thought. See, I finally had my... Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I... He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the gold. So, it turns out our dear... But don't you worry.
물론이죠. 거짓말.
I knew I liked you. Anyway.
존나 웃기다.
Well, as much as I'd love, but Scintilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few. If anyone knows for sure, it'll be. All right. See you around.
얘 아까도 이랬어? 아까도 이 포즈였나? 저 뭔가 아까랑 다르지 않나? 이게 아까 있던 애잖아. 뭐 이거를 사과를 뭐 쳐다보는데 뭐지? 단탈로스 조끼? 아까 저거 뭐 아니었고. 그거. 아니 씨발 근데 나 그냥 물에 빠진 거 같은데요? 뭐 어쩌라고. 아니 근데 마커 같은 게 좀 다 너무 불친절하네. 뭐 어쩌라는 건지 잘 모르겠는 마커들이 너무 많은데. 애초에 마커가 안 뜨는데? 일로 가라는 뜻이었을까나? 어머. 퀘스트가 없어요. 뭐가 없어요. 아, 뭔가 눈이 보이면 이렇게 뭐 이렇게 얘기가 되나? 뭐씨 게임이 사람이다. 하이.
I love your clothes. Oh, you're here.
아우렐리아
I'm so
군.
glad
내가
you
이번엔
decided to
친절하게 뭐
visit.
해볼게.
I'm Aurelia. And I hope I'm not being too forward, but
아, 그런 거면
the
환영이지.
moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's something dangerous about you. Like a
만티코어
prowling
돌았지. 한방
manticore.
컷이거든요.
Coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
Sorry.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore.
열받네.
Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do
스몰
business.
스토크.
So, what brings you to my tavern? I just try not to think about it. Drink help. Certainly, for 10 denarii.
없는데요.
How embarrassing for you. All right, see ya.
유일한 탈출구는
Cerberus
아, 깜짝이야,
lifts his
씨발.
scribbled head
아, 또
and
아까
lets
그
out
할머니
his
아니야?
threefold braying.
Livia,
사는 사람을
would you
조심하.
stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron?
하나의
You'll scare away
재료에는
my
여럿이
customers.
고통받으리라.
They follow their
아, 이거 아까
trades,
그거였죠.
imitating
당하지
their
않죠.
previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
아까 그 목이버섯 할머니 있잖아. 여기 아까 나 죽을 뻔했던 거기 아니야? 여기 이거 이 갈레리오스 이 쉑 이거 나를 감히 그런 걸로 이끌어?
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all, but there is only a downward path. Gloomy. Help me. It is better for you if you.
사연을 듣고
The
싶습니다.
bloodless shadows wander without fleck. Some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others for
아, 씨발
the
뭔 소리인지
newly
모르겠는데.
arrived.
아니 애초에 잠깐만. 아, 자꾸 귀에다가 대고 막 뭐라 그래. 아니 근데 뭐더라? 세비우스? 걔 집이 어디냐고요? 얘 아까 둘리고 얘 아까 사람 죽은 데고. 어머.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius
Ah.
Quintius Crispus,
씨발.
otherwise known as
잘못 왔다.
Quintius.
좋댔다.
Do you know where he is?
아, 이거 할 거였으면 아까 그 여자 말 들어줬지. 아, 죽으면 끝나는 게 아니야? 킹크티우스가 누군지
I'm not
모르겠는데.
sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something.
오케이.
I am here with orders from
아,
Emperor Nero
네로군
himself
알지.
to find and execute the cultist
킹크티우스.
Quintius for
The
terrible
Cult
crimes against
알지
the
알지.
Empire.
오디세이에서
So, if you
죽였거든요.
tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But
아, 그냥
if you
가세요.
lie to me
제가
or otherwise
보내드릴게요.
obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest.
약간 도덕관념이라는 게 없는 애로 플레이를 할게요.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
이러면 죽겠지. 근데 이건 거짓말 같은데? 당돌해서 살려줄지도.
Oh, how very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it? You're not going to get your claws into me. I was told Quintius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult. Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me.
도덕관념만
Always
없다고는 안
sneaking
했잖아요.
off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quintius
근데
did,
진짜 순탄하게 배드 엔딩으로 가고 있다는 거 하나만큼은 잘
you say
알겠노.
that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret? So you admit you're not allowed to leave.
출구가 없지. 거짓말 해봤자 통할 것 같지가 않으니까 이거라죠.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
아, 이거 너무 강신도 같은데. 아니요.
Another lie.
아,
So you
씨발.
really do believe that? Fascinating. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
그래서 황금이 어쩌고구나.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people
그래,
disgust
이게
me.
정상적인 말이라는 것이. 아, 둘 다 진짜 그냥 광신도 같잖아요. 누군지도 몰라요.
Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do.
아니,
isn't it? Our God told us to do it.
네가 여기 들어와가지고
It's all
한 시간만
now.
있어보라니까.
The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind.
좋댔다, 나 죽는다.
What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself.
나 발 빠른데 그걸로
by
어떻게 안
telling
되나?
me where Quintius
도망가자.
is. Do not waste it. Gold? I don't care about gold. You don't seem to
아, 왜
understand
아까
the
황금 어쩌고
situation.
물어봤잖아.
So let me make it abundantly clear. The only thing I care about is carrying out my duty to execute
아, 근데 난
the cultist
모른다니깐요.
Quintius. I have spent many exhausting
방화복?
months tracking this arsonist through cities and villages, roads and forests, bribing stubborn travelers and peasants for leads. At times, I was so bone-tired I could have sworn I'd approached the brink of death. But
네가
still,
광신도 아니야?
day and night, I pressed on for the glory of the Emperor.
킹커티어스가 나라고?
So, you see, I know he's here. Turning back is not an option.
아니,
And right
가시라니깐요.
now, the only thing
전
standing
당신 등
between
뒤에
me and
문
my
그게
triumphant
궁금하다니깐요.
return to Rome is you. So, for the last time,
아, 그러면
all
아까
you
그
need
여자
to tell
말
me
들어주고
is, or do I have
얘를
to
저
pretend to
성소까지
and
안내를
ask the
했으면
next
되는
person I
건데.
meet?
어떤
Very
사람인데?
well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man
40에서
with
50대
distinctive
초록색
eyes, one
파란색.
green and one blue. He's
둘리인가?
also known to have
둘리
delusions
죽일까 그냥?
of
둘리
grandeur.
어차피 좀 이거저거
The
하기 좀
Emperor says he and
귀찮았는데.
his cult. All I know, all I care about. This is your last chance.
아, 근데 어떻게 할 그게 없잖아. 무조건 죽잖아.
Then, do you have any last
아,
words?
씨발. 제발 나 강신도 아닌 건 알아줘. 예수 지저스
I knew it.
맞나? 그래도 아니가.
Now it's my turn to tell you something. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill, and I can think.
아 씨발.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
어머 어머 어머. 아 센티우스 쿤이 여기 저기서 나오는데 센티우스가 씨 어디 있는 거고? 둘리가 또 쳐오노. 어머 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 어머. 이하. 얘 또 그냥. 근데 내 생각에 센티우스는 그냥 리세마라 해주는 애인 거 아니야? 어머머머머머머머머머머머머. 센티오가 살아있는데? 나 진짜 나 아까 뭐 아킬레우스? 걔라 센티우스한테 한 번만 좀 데려다 주면 안 돼?
Salve, friend. I'm Galeri.
거짓말 한번 하자.
Oh, is that? Can't have you. But listen, you live by. Not it's. But our magic. So then.
아 가자.
I couldn't believe there were people living down here.
아 드디어 됐네.
As you can see,
휴.
we've got a nice little community.
야 자동 따라가게도 되고. 야 갓겜이야.
Only 23 of us
가자.
at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how.
23명만 나왔어. 출구도 없는데 어떻게 실종된 건지 모르겠다.
If you're not careful.
Aren't you going to
아휴.
introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
얘 네가 좋아하는 거잖아.
Aurelia. I'm taking her to see the magistrate.
튜토리얼을
That
드디어
pompous old
보네.
whore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd
아.
stay clear of it and her.
아까 나한테 술집에서 까대기 치던 여자가 저 사람 아니야? 제가 근데 얘가 그 아닌데? 그 다른 앤데 그 이름 네 글자였던 것
Where I
같은데.
grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage and wheat.
리크 미쳤지.
That one.
그 스튜에서 밭에서 무료로 나는
Bloodless
거거든요.
shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind
놓친데
Livia.
진짜 뒤지고
She
싶나.
means well. She's just been in a bad place since. Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can
이게
visit the market
군인은
or get
총알
yourself patched up
10발이
in the
장전돼
Crucius
있는
Clinic in the Shrine of
총을
Apollo.
가지고 시작할 수 있거든요.
Most of us have almost nothing. Just what we had on us when we
근데 필요
arrived.
없을 것 같아서 그냥 안
What we've
했어.
been able to make and scrounge up since. And
여사제를.
this central plateau is where the magistrate and the
처형
other patricians
직전이었다고?
live. So
아니지
you don't
얘가
expect a
고비켜서
warm
혼내주면 걔가 처형당하는 거 아니야?
You're meant to be working the farm, not
그래서 내가 그것까지는
welcome.
알아가지고
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking
총
on new
있어봐야
friends here to see the
싶어가지고 그냥
magistrate.
군인은 안
He's
했걸랑.
asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
네
What was
뭔데?
that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy.
farmboy.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you.
이번엔 그냥 무조건 그냥 따라가는 걸로 합시다. 제발. 앞장서시죠. 아저씨 따라가게 하게 해주세요.
Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just
불종만 쓸데없이 그래픽 좋지 않아?
made a straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to
어머
be
어머 사람을 죽일
executed
수는
by
있나
the
봐.
nine. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective.
미친놈들이네 이거.
We call it decimation.
Oh,
If that
don't mind
seems like
me.
rough
I
justice
just
to you,
live here.
You're in for a
알았다.
rude shock. Because the
신경 쓰고
golden
싶은데
rule
말이지.
is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
하우징 같다. 나 단갈로파라 아직 안 해봤다잉. 일기장에게 오늘 아버지께서 일기를 써보라고 하셨어. 여동생의 실종 말고 다른 데로 주의를 돌려보라면서 말이야. 아버지 몰래 훔쳐보시는 거 다 알아요. 왜? 마르스 미쳤지. 마르스 재밌었는데. 왜 볼 수 있게 해놓은 거지?
Whatever are you wearing?
깝치네.
I wish Horatius would stop letting Barbe. Ugh, what is it with you people? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. I don't know. Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she... It was 3... We went into our rooms. I think so, yeah. Because our father had plans to I don't know. But it's been 3 weeks. All I know is... Whoever... You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named... His family name is Sentius, so Why? Because I hope you're not in...
허세 한번 부려보죠. 아 쓰바. 아 말 걸어지고.
Do I need to ask?
안 걸어지고. 올라가 보자고. 돈인 줄. 야이씨 잘해놓고 사네. 야이. 잠깐만 여기 위치를 좀 외워놔야겠는데? 뭐 캐왔노? 아까 따라올 때 위치 좀 볼걸. 헉! 센틸라가 입양하였나봐. 헤이.
We're finally alone.
드디어 당신이랑 이름 한번 말해보겠네.
May I know your name? A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. Something about your demeanor gives me the urge to caution you against doing anything, shall we say, unlawful while you're here. Is that understood? Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains many hundreds of years ago. Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates lived, and in all that time...
있다고 하죠.
Well, I'm not sure I believe that. But the reason for this, if even one person commits a sin here, you see, the builders of this place, whoever they were,
아 얘가 지도 지은 데가 아닌데 메두사와 미다스의 저주를 합한 것 같은 끔찍한 말. 아 그래서 황금률이다? 메두사의 그것은 없어졌잖아요.
And now all that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule.
프르세프리나.
Why else would Persephone? Unless you and I can stop them. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look...
와, 개 많은데. 해보자.
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes, or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying? Insulting someone? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership. And we must honor the peace of the gods. The sacred accord. It is only by offering the gods the proper
한번 공격하자.
Barbaric? barbaric. What are you talking about? The
그거야
Rome is a
그렇겠지.
beacon of light. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens. All our citizens are treated the same. When our people are starving, they are given food rations. And when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason. No other civilization in the
그러게
world is so...
진보했노. 아,
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer...
걔 지랄을 하네.
Well, I have made. Unfortunately, there are still those here who I would be keep. You see, in my search for a way to save my
프로세르피나 여신이 저런 거를 관장을 한다. 그래서 지 몸을 그렇게 바쳐가면서 또 리세마라를 하고 하는 거예요.
One person can pass through it and travel. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, 2,000. Please tell me. I have imagined it. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpine. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some
그러니까
sacrifices.
뭔가 빨간색을 걸치긴 했으니까 주인공스러운 그거긴 한데 니를 바친다 니를.
I assume that.
장담은 못합니다.
Well, I believe you're in the best. As for me, well, it pains me to say, the people here would only treat. Do you ever stare at a problem for what's needed here is a fret?
그건
Me?
맞지.
Why would you suspect me? I've just told you. I'm about to sacrifice my own life to
그러긴
ensure
했지.
these. What reason could? I'm glad you think so. Ah, so you know about that was over 3 weeks ago, and what? Still, if you. Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk.
그 둘리쿤 걔네를 어떻게 죽여야 되는 거 아님?
You mean you couldn't speak Latin, but the gods are. Perhaps when Proserpina brought you here. Indeed. If I understand Proserpina's ritual, if you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, thus you have created. Ah, good. So. No,
선택할
I don't
여지가
suppose you
없지.
do. Wonderful. Now, I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions. Figure out who the culprit. Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long.
일단 가라는 거 바로 가죠. 아, 이렇게 해가지고 이 중에 Y. 야, 튜토를 건너뛴 게 맞나 본데? 아, 오케이. 야야야야야야야야야야. 아까 걔 있더라니까.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any?
아니 그거 말고.
Of
그거.
course. What is it?
병가입 동의 목록.
Why then did you say? It looks like. Ask then.
아니.
Good. Of course. Are you? It looks like. You mean Duilius? Releasing him is. Perhaps you're not aware. Look, I can see where you're going with it. It was not so long ago, during the Republic. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and a privilege that would be taken away from all of us. Were he to be released, the man has no self-discipline. I will not jeopardize. Thank you.
아니 씨벌. 저 암살자 저걸 어떻게 해야 된다니까. 아니 스벌. 아 근데 받았던 그거를 다 해야 되네. 아이씨. 말레오르스. 근데 갈레리우스를 치안 판사로 만들기엔 조금 애매하지 않나? 상부 구조에 들어갈 방법. 괴한을 어떻게 해야 되는데 화를 어떻게 얻는지 이건 했고 센틸라 리비아 여사제가 그 사람이잖아? 루크테리아를 괴롭히는 문제를 알아내라. 뭐 돈도 있노? 아 회귀했을 때 그것들이 다 있나봐. 나 근데 나 아직 얘랑 얘기 못하는데. 아이씨 까칠하네. 아저씨 비켜. 일단 얘가 하라고 했던 뭐냐?
Hey Horatius, how's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
센티우스와 말레오르스는 냄새나면 나지. 똑같은 쓰레기야.
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep?
야 노인네 저기 있다.
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
Huh. As if I'll be afraid
뭐
of you,
좋아했나봐.
little
왜 이렇게 싸가지 없어 너는?
man. What were you two talking about? Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shake. If he's making a last-ditch effort to pick up votes by talking to
이
all.
씹새끼가.
What else? Mark my words. Malleolus is gonna be magistrate, but you've been trying to undermine his hard work. Oh, you just made a big mistake. Malleolus is gonna hear all. Sturcumidite.
또 열받아가지고 그냥 저질러 뻗네. 아니 근데 게임에서나 이렇게 막 사는 거지.
What now?
센틀라 얘기를 하자.
A lot of people have been looking. Centilla was always a kind robot. If anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be
센티아는 이미 말해봤고
Malleolus,
말레오르스, 클라우디아, 도미티우스.
You might fare better though, I suppose.
허세 부리지 말자.
All right.
오. 씨가 누군데? 이 사람인가? 그냥 말 일단 다 걸어봐. 얘 뭔가 그 사제일 것 같다. 맞네.
It must be completed by dusk. Just the same. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent. Why do you?
아씨.
You can, assuming they're all of the male citizens who.
아 씨발 나 못하잖아 그러면.
There are some women who can vote. Vesta, I can't allow. But if it's any by using whatever gifts. Certain. See you again.
아우 시끄러워요. 헤이.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient.
DM
And
부탁드려요.
a dear friend. No, now it's fine. She was poisoned.
어머.
She came in here frothing at the mouth.
그럼 독살은 되나 봐?
Normally I'd treat her, and I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but that'll be 1,000 denarii. There was no way Then that toad shrugs and says, anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it. So all I could do is come back, and now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule. Or why
뱀의
she
잔인한
cursed
검은
that snake.
눈길.
Well, unless you have get me that silphium resin, I'm going to have another patient in here soon. I don't care how you get. I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes
푸추토르가
out.
뭔데?
Then you'd better get me that silphium. Feeling alright? Oh no. There was one other person who
누군데?
claimed she could, but that was Nevia. And,
나이비야.
anything about? Sure. What? Hemlock. I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave. Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her. Gladly.
아니 근데 네가 독살 당했다고 했잖아.
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. But
너 아니야?
snakes like Decius will always find loop absolutely nothing. In some, I wish some people here need proper medical care, not that just don't get. I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. I would have divorced him and demanded, so I waited for the right time as he prepared to evacuate our villa. I gathered up. I could barely see for the next thing I remember. It's all right. And while there's no shortage of snakes here. Oh, this shrine was a kind of strange, but the god who... Well, she used to run the clinic. Until she suddenly lost all interest. This changes everything. The last time I saw her, and then she shut herself in the palace. But she's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of... One of my patients is suffering from... I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't. He's become so irritable that the smallest thing set him off. I just know Nevia would know how to treat.
그럼 여기 왔으니까 이걸로 바로 가보자. 데시우스.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our terrible shame what happened to you.
네.
Certainly. Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid.
이 새끼.
Well, if you did that, do you think I don't? That's hardly my concern. Very well. Perhaps I could.
돈이 안 되는 돈.
Certainly. Very well.
아니 훔치면 안 된다며 근데.
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his. It's terrible for inflation, is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worth. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom. Oh, well, technically. Thank you, friend.
활을 구해오면 수지 저거를
You mean, how did I-
주려나?
All right. Well, you see, Mostly sculptures. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most all the way down to the river. I'm elbowing for a stampede. But, to my surprise, but the captain's happy to take my coin. So I start boarding. No, too heavy. The cart or the girl?
이 씹새끼 술이구나.
Of course I chose the car.
개새끼
So I
이거.
put my hand on the car, and I guess she and in one swift motion she topples the whole bloody thing into the tyre bar. Naturally, I dived in after it, only I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. Very well.
근데 생각해보니까 이게 리세마라가 돼도 주머니에 그대로 있잖아? 그럼 한번 훔치고 리세마라 하면 되는 거 아니야? 새끼 누군데? 지랄하네. 아니 근데 그러면 되는 거 아니야? 근데 이 새끼 뭐 근거도 없나 집에. 아 근데 그렇게 하기엔 너무 어머 어머 어머. 여기 뭐가 있나? 뭐 할까? 대가리가 돌아갔는디. 뭐지? 여기 뭐가 있다는 건가? 아니 샹 보고만 있지 말고 얘들아. 대가리를 뭐가 없는디?
Salve.
아 그냥 이걸 훔치면 되는구나. 리세마라 할까? 훔치고 그냥 훔치라고 애들이 쳐다봐주는 거 아니야? 어차피 근데 나는 지금 봐봐 지금 나 자꾸 지금 나 다 종용하잖아.
Hey Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacis, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
야야야야.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend.
얘가 뭔 죄인이야?
Look,
낙서 본
I haven't
척하고?
done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Hey, nothing gets... Sorry, that... And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomago, I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know... So I hid who I was for. But that kind of fear eats
좀
away
잘생겼다
slowly,
싶었더니
until
그렇게
living
되어버리네.
isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm not... My openness didn't go down well among... Nice of you to say. In any case, the Roman, or at least, it's the strange thing. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. If I had to guess, strange bunch. They insist there's only. If there are any of them here,
아,
they won't
그리스도
admit it.
얘기하나?
Not since. All I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer. What? Really? I'm glad you arrived when you did. Someone who lives, but if you find them, please don't. Well, Malleolus is talking about. My vote isn't for. Some people say it's divine, the work of a god. I mean, once you've been here long enough, which means one of two things. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you? Good. The first is to leave. Perhaps it's best if I. Nice to talk to.
이 새끼 위험한데. 아, 그래서. 근데 생각해보니까 그 침입자 걔 지금 하라고 나 쳐다보는 거잖아, 그치? 하라는 거잖아, 그치? 아니 근데 안 하면은 이게 어떻게 안 되잖아, 그치? 어차피 이미 배드 엔딩인데 맞지?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
나다. 센티우스 가자. 어이, 발바닥에 불이 나게 뛰어라. 불이 나게. 가보자고. 빨리 뛰어, 빨리. 느리다, 느려. 내 먼저 왔다. 빨리 맞히라. 빨리. 아이, 잘한다. 아니 근데 방법이 이거밖에 없잖아. 천 원을 어떻게 모아? 돈을 훔칠 수도 없잖아. 벌면 된다는 얘기는 하지 않길 바래. 게임이 원래 그러니까. 이렇게 하면 내 손에 있다. 가자고. 야, 샹.
Of course. I can't see. Even I could do a better job. All right.
범죄 너무 저질러야 되는 거 아니에요? 헤이. 내가 근데 일단 구해왔다.
Tantalus cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
아까 저건가? 저거 탄탈로스 쟤. 할머니.
Just as the ocean, but it does.
Don't you just love springtime?
일단 아까 걔한테 다시 갑시다. 헤이. 내 왔다.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see? She needs the resin of a plant called silphium. What?
있다.
Wait, Yulia? Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle? Look, if you... That was like the gods. You just saved a person's life. And you should be... And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her and who she meant. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need. That's a shame.
근데 그러게. 아니 얘가 내가 방금 수지 저거를 훔쳐서 얘한테 살렸어. 근데 내가 또 뭔가 범죄를 저질러야겠지? 그러면 그걸로 다시 과거로 돌아가면 나는 수지도 없고 아 계속 손에 있네. 아 깜짝이야. 또 얘가 그게 안 되는 건 줄 알았지. 눈 뜨고 있는데 얘기 못하나. 2000년 동안 거의 그대로다. 근데 안 보나. 얘 일어났다. 뭐? 메아리 살렸다. 검은 머시기? 그 뭔데?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? As much as I'm grateful that you...
아니, 스벌.
The golden rule.
어머.
That's the least of my worries. Please.
짧게 얘기해줘.
Look, if you don't have...
아이씨, 얘기해줘.
Right. I'd been here about, so when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have... She was supposed to be my friend, so she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. I had to sign an agreement saying I paid Aurelia. Hemlock.
이런.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, in fact, he just... That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law
사기는
was
된다.
clear. I thought about resisting too.
그리고 지가 먹은 거라서 그냥.
Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything. His wife, Claudia, was just as bad. I'd be on my hands and knees. Those two took everything. My hemlock. I just wanted it to be over. I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried. When I've recovered, I expect their only this time. I won't. Honestly, it would have been better.
아니, 수벌
I
미안하다고.
doubt it. At least until someone breaks the golden... A lot. But it doesn't matter. He's in exactly the same position as I am. He's probably already thrown himself from... If so, I'd never... I doubt you could make it up to the block. I don't know who you...
이걸로 바로 합시다. 얘네 퀘스트가 재민데. 니누 거, 아. 야, 너무 높인데? 길이 맞나? 일로 가면 맞나? 아, 저 새끼 또 시끄럽게. 어머. 이 안에 있을 거야. 따라오지만 좋은 일 따윈 없을 거니까. 뭘 맞는 소리. 화살. 어이. 들어갈 수가 없는데. 이거 활 아니야? 아씨, 잘못 봤네. 훔침 이렇게 안 뜨던데? 활은 어디서 구하는 걸까나? 낡은 이거에서는 들고 가도 되나봐. 주인이 없으면. 아, 이렇게 1,000원을 모을 수도 있나 본데? 내가 그거는 좀 늦게 알았지. 어쩌겠는데. 내려가면 거만 되는가 본데. 아니, 주인이 없는 거니까 들고 가는 거지, 이거는. 형씨, 힘 좀 써봐. 도와주랴. 어이.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia.
나 지금
Welcome to life
바쁜데.
under the golden rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not?
비켜봐,
Right,
비켜봐.
well,
I can't believe this is how it ends.
잠깐만.
no.
야야야야야.
Well, Pierce, what are you doing?
그래.
Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why?
갑자기
Why would you
미도서마
want that?
생각나요.
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an
근데 결국 황금유리네 뭐네 해봤자 결국 노예는 있고 뭐 어쩌고 저쩌고 그렇구만. 오줌 누는 거겠냐고요. 죽는다고 했잖아.
If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
그건 맞지.
Please, Ulpius, help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't
정말
know
날
what to
믿어?
do.
내가 어떻게 할 수
I've
있을
never
것
had to
같아?
deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
내가 말을 할 때마다 항상
Thank
오케이.
you. And please,
내가
choose your
해볼게.
words carefully.
내가 이번에는 성공적으로 얘기
Let
좀
me
하자.
guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime
아니지,
against the
걔는 살았다고
Empire.
얘기하면 되잖아. 그치? 뭐가
I
문제인지
screwed up
물어보려고
my
하는 거지.
life. That's what's wrong.
여자, 너만 그런 거
I
아니야.
borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love.
어머.
I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
선택지가 사페 아니야? 제 잘못인가요? 이 지랄. 이거랑 두 개 궁금하긴 한데 이거 하자.
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the golden rule. So I guess
얘기를
that means whichever
못했어.
god is
애가
responsible for
죽었네.
it. It isn't mine. That
아,
was not
모르겠어.
your fault.
그치.
There's no. I'll have to let everyone know what happened, and I'd best pray.
어머, 쟤는 황금상이 된 거 같은데? 그치. 대신전이라는 것도 있고. 지금 절 비난하시는 겁니까? 나도 절로 가보자. 우리 뭐 못하나. 여기도 못 들어가고. 주 2층에서 바로 내려갈 수 있는데 지금 여기를 못 들어가니까 일로도 못 가고. 야, 내 화를 얻어야 되는데. 얘 왜 나를 또 안 보냐? 뭐냐? 어머 깜짝이야 씨. 아까 그 집 한번 가보죠. 이하. 아 뭐고? 어머 여기 뭐야?
Hey, you're not thinking about
아 이게
going into the
수조야.
cistern, are you? Contrary little cap at murder, aren't you? Nobody's told you about Hannibal. So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me that said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed it. Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. So I go down after him, and it's dark, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run. A creature. Like a if it was a man, maybe. More like a Strix. Or some Versipelus.
이 새끼들 뭐 해석하기 귀찮은 거 그냥 영어로
I
해본대.
didn't stick around to see which. I know what I saw, right? But if you... Without a weapon?
일단 들어는 갈 수 있게 됐다 이거지. 근데 지금 안 들어갈래. 아 근데 그래도 이렇게 들어는 갈 수 있다. 아까 그 호수
Oh, don't mind me. I just live
좀
here.
괜찮아지셨어요?
I wish a rain. You know, some people say it's the. But what kind of an. Oh, I'd say it. Did you hear that? What do you have to say? No response. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours, either that, or like people are saying. I trust you.
아까 그 뭔가 호수 같은 거에 동상이 하나 있었는데.
Citizen.
뭐야? 저기 뭔가 그냥 불빛이구나. 뭐 훔쳐봐야. 아야. 아프네. 그럼 일단 저기는 들어갈 수 있고. 근데 이거는 결국 못한 거잖아, 그치? 류메티즘. 센틸라 울피우스가 죽어서 뭐가 안 됐고. 그럼 뭐 어디서 얻을 수 있다는 게 없구만. 얘한테 한번 다시 해보죠. 극장 뒤편에 동굴로 들어간 뒤 두 번의 갈림길에서 오른쪽 가면 비밀 성소가 나온다. 일단 두 번 다 오른쪽을 가면 된다. 극장이 어디고 뭐가 어딘디. 자꾸 지들만 아는 얘기 계속해. 아까 거긴데. 배 아파.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
조용히 해보세요.
May Apollo keep you safe.
아까부터 시끄럽던 얘한테 한번 얘기해볼까?
Name's Rufius. Meliodas. Not sure. No. I'll tell you. I mean, all these people just seems like I'm the only one red. I don't know. Of course I am. Whatever.
Whatever. 생겨왔구만. 어머. 오케이. 제가 왔습니다.
The man arrived in the baths. You have to do something. Are you serious? This is an emergency. Are you going to help or not? None of us do. You'll just have to
지금 바로 착수하죠. 거기 가지 마.
What? All right.
오케이, 일단 성소로는 안 갔고 얘를 성소로 한번 또 당할 것 같긴 한데. 헤이. 성소로 한번 데려가 보자.
Stop right there.
바로 있네. 그치.
Thank you for your service.
절로 쭉 가시면 됩니다. 얘가 와이래 허술하노. 근데 진짜 암살 자르는 애가 이렇게나 천천히 움직인단 말이야. 심지어 그래 오라이
Filthy lying degenerate.
활 좀 주세요. 아이고 깜짝이야. 감사합니다. 양눈의 색이 다른 사교도 킹크티우스. 아벤티네가의 시민이자 방화 살해를 저지른 죄인 티베리우스 킹크티우스 크립스푸스를 붙잡아 처형해라. 40세에서 50세고 체격은 보통 검은 머리에 오드아이. 오케이. 돈 내놔. 이런 미쳤나. 나 합법적으로 하나 죽였고 활이 생기긴 했는데 이걸 내가 얘한테 줘야 되나? 근데 내가 화살도 있잖아. 내가 쓸 수 있는 거 아님? 내가 이 새끼한 어머.
You there. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to Tell me, do you have any idea? And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. Supposedly, 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty. I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella. He's with the ability to transmute organic matter. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas, and even if we were to split all those riches between the 2 of us. Look, I might have skimmed over that, but don't be so pedantic. Oh, I'm not suggesting we use such a... Excellent. Now, I have a plan. Good. The nymph Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow, and it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana. And would you like to guess what she's holding? Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours. Oh, gods, no. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, but make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the... Now, when Prometheus stole fire...
지랄하네 아주.
I'm more of an ideas man. Because the gods would see you have got... So,
근데 성소 쪽으로 가긴 해봐야 돼서 뭐 안되면 리세마라 하면 되지 않나? 근데 이 새끼가 범인 아님? 아 근데 그렇진 않을 것 같긴 한데 근데 이 새끼가 범인 아님?
Wonderful. Now, if this is a... And here we are. Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you. So it's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
맞나? 이 새끼 한번 밀교 한번 해보죠. 데시우스. 자, 밀고 한번 하고 올게요. 성소가 저기거든요.
On your best behavior, I trust.
조용히 하세요. 아저씨.
Harvey.
잘 봤는데 그 새끼가 수상합니다.
I assume we have. Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to.
근데 사실 이렇게 따지자면은 황금률을 깨는 것은 저긴 한데.
Must have entrusted you with fig. Is that about right? Look, it's unfortunate now. I assume. Ask them. Good. Of course.
황금률을 깨려는 자를 막을 방법을 알아냈다고?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox. You see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here. Obviously.
아 그럼 얘가 그냥 죽어버리는 순간도 있네.
Understand, you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the golden rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
솔직히
I know what you
잘.
mean. It feels as if such things were never meant for mortal ears, and it is difficult to grasp. Nevertheless, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
뭐 여튼.
Of course. What is it? Yes?
대시우스.
Why do you say that? When you say he asked for help, you're
아이,
not thinking
설마요.
of helping him, are you? Good. But still, he's been trying to enlist help with this for months. Even if you don't help, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Well then, in that case, as magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy. Any way you can. I would think that both.
Oh.
I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of
Hey.
His Majesty. So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? If ever there was a time to dispense with legal...
처리해보죠.
Please act quick.
처리를 할 수도 있네.
Keep an
Isn't
eye
the
out for
great
Scintilla,
temple
would you?
majestic?
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside. Ah,
어깨죽이지.
I don't, I'm afraid. But I did. Very well. Another time.
어깨죽임. 뭐 어깨 죽이는데.
Ah, that. It's terrible for inflation, is. Very well. Another.
아니 어깨 쓰냐고. 설정. RT RB. 아니 스벌. 아, 됐다. 잠깐만.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
The many shall suffer for
아닌가
the
봐.
sins of the one.
야야야야, 아닌갑다. 어머. 근데 뭐 아닐 것 같긴 했는데 아니면 어떤가 했지. 빛나는 조각상? 쟤네가 나 죽이려고 이지랄 하잖아. 쏴봐 씨발 쏴봐. 이거 맞으면 조각상 되는 듯. 이미 죽었노. 아, 갑니다. 가요. 그럼 일단 이걸로 데시우스의 그 결백은 증명이 됐어요. 그냥 돈만 밝히는 놈이었던 거임. 돈도 많고 실패용 수지도 있고 활도 있어요. 헤이. 아이고 나 시급 문제가 있어요. 이걸 둘 중에 하나를 그거 해야 되는구나. 그러면 일단 네가 이걸 해. 이러면 또 죽을 것 같은데.
Yulia. I'll go, but
이러면 이제 야 화살이 20개밖에 없는데? 그냥 무기를 얘네가 그냥 계속 보고 있어. 저 위로는 어떻게 가는 거지? 어떻게든 살아있노. 안녕하세요. 저 알죠? 저 마음에 들었었죠?
Oh, you're here. And there's something.
얘 끔찍한 면이 있었어.
What was that? Let's just.
그냥 무조건 매력이 없네. 스바.
Alright. See.
야, 나 몸이 너무 아프다 근데. 어떡해. 방금 그 소리 들으니까 나 이거 완전 나았어. 여자 넷과 동시에 있어서 한 명도 만족 못 시켰다네. 이 얘기를 왜 해주지? 어머. 그 뭐 어떻게 해줄까? 돈이다. 그러면 제가 일단 처리를 잘 했는지를 일단 확인을 해야겠는데. 됐나.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible? Oh, come on. You're toying with me, right? You're a bit like Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus. Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. But he was forced to push a great boulder up to the top, forcing him to start. Actually, now that I think about it, Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever.
여기
On the bright
저승이네.
side, at least you're not stuck in. Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can. Anytime, friend. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy.
오케이. 니 근데 그 뭐고 니 뭐 꽃 안 필요하나?
Salve again, my now.
필요 없네.
All right, friend.
이 새끼 웃긴 새끼네. 그러면 그것들은 했고, 그러면 해결이 안 된 거를 하면 되나? 이거로 한번 들어가 볼까? 아, 나 울피우스 군 해야 되는데. 울피우스 군한테 가보자. 저 위에 있을 거 아니야. 조용히 해보세요.
the moon.
이번엔 살려보자고. 아까 할 때는 그 선택지가 안 떠서 얘기를 못 한 거고, 이번에는 그 센틸라 그 선택지로 하면은 어떻게 막을 수 있는 거 아닐까나. 헤이.
Salve, friend.
비켜. 알아.
I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the. All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no, no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think?
I know. Please.
I'm sorry.
Please help him.
내가 한다. 어이, 센틸라가 원하는 게 이런 겁니까?
Know about that? How is that possible?
게임이 쉽네.
I've never mentioned it to anyone. Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over. It's too late for that.
아, 아니야.
Julia
걔도
and I,
살았어.
if I
걔도
backed
살았어.
out now. Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts. No, I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla move. I'm sorry.
Orpheus, no!
쉽네. 이지랄 했는데 안 되죠.
I can't believe he went through with it.
어렵네.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I'd best pray for.
쉽지 않네. 저택이 내가 아까 간 데는 저기고 여기를 오면 말레올루스가 있네. 너무 쉽지 않은 거 아니에요? 돈을 2,000원을 모아야 돼? 2,000원 어떻게 모음? 아니 근데 훔치는 것도 안 돼. 뭣도 안 돼. 그니까. 그럼 이렇게 된 거 그 상부수조 거기를 들어가 볼까? 그러게 여기 우리가 아까 여기서 돈 주었잖아. 이 돈 리세마나 돼 있나? 오. 리세마라를 계속 해야 되네. 아니 씨바 이렇게 2,000원 언제 모음? 아까 100원 어디 있었지? 이게 나 좀 여긴가? 아닌데. 그니까 아니 내가 뭐 착하게 살라고 해도 이 뭐 세상이 나를 범죄로 이끄는데 이게 뭐 제 잘못입니까? 네 친구 살았제?
That's a shame.
야, 내가 살려준 거 알아?
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the out. You there. In fact, you've given me an idea. Then you enter the but make no now. So,
이거나
I've gone
하나
and
그럼
unlocked
지금.
the shrine. It's just at the end of
성소에서 오른쪽이라고 했었거든. 만약에 여기가 그거면 들어간 김에 오른쪽 가보자고. 근데 뭔 파리 소리가 들리는데? 시체 있는 거 아님? 뭐 하루 불 끄긴 할 건데 일단 여긴 아니고 이거 여기 되냐? 벌통? 오케이 하는데 근데 아니 근데 벌통 있는데? 아, 됐다. 되노? 됐다고? 오, 진짜?
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow? Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door.
이 씨발놈이, 야.
And yet you did. And now here we are. With me out here and you in there.
근데 이 새끼가 아니라고.
No, technically, I never said that. I said if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole. You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognise my own handiwork.
그치. 지금은 화를 못 주잖아.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out how many it takes to kill a woman, shall we?
오른쪽. 갈림길 오른쪽. 팔 다시 바꿀 수도 없네. 근데 진짜 죄송한데 저 화장실 좀요. 사유 마라탕 먹고 왔음. 어우 배야. 어우 배야. 휴! 휴! 이제 다시 평안한 마음으로 해보실까요? 아니 근데 그래서 어떡하냐고. 돌통을 그냥 한번 쏠까? 대박. 진짜 그 황금활이라서 그런가 봐. 대박적. 아, 그럼 여기가 그거다. 갈림길에서 오른쪽. 아, 돈 염굿. 갈림길이 안 나오는데 근데. 오케이 올라가세요. 저 좀 도와주시면 안 될까요? 어떻게 밑으로 가야 되나? 아, 여기 있다. 여기 있다가 아니라 어떻게 가냐고. 오케이 올라가는디. 아니 뭐 어떻게 할 것도 없는데? 도와주세요. 저기요. 뭐 해야 되지? 뭘 해야겠다 싶은 거라도 보임? 쟤는 이미 금색이잖아. 되돌아갈 수도 없는데? 뭔가 굉장히 그러지 않았어 방금? 여기까진 걸어지니까 여기서 점프를. 아, 오케이 하는데. 땅 밑으로 어떻게 갈 데는 없고. 뭐 줄도 없고. 진짜 뭐 오케이 가야 되는 거지. 아, 어떡하냐고. 저기요. 해줘? 아, 천재냐? 와우. 와우. 아, 활 시위를 당기면 뭐가 금속으로 변할 수 있는지가 나오네. 야, 진짜 훔쳐가고 싶다, 이거. 아, 근데 뭔가 이거 배드엔딩을 향해 달려가고 있었다고 생각했지만 생각보다 해피엔딩으로 뭔가 차차 진행이 되고 있는 걸지도. 사람 다리 같은 게. 뭔가 두 가지 갈림길이 나오는 그게 여기가 맞나? 나에비아 일기장. 어머.
So that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad, or my beloved Galatea. I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to. My beloved Galatea. I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad.
그치.
But I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me.
살아있는
A
애들이었던
rasp of
거구만.
air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola.
알겠는데.
Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strange whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still.
아니 나를 쳐다봐 보지 말고 나 여기서 어케 가야 돼.
That was when it dawned on me.
그냥 점프인가?
This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within
점프고?
that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of
여태
my
갈림길 안
experiment,
나왔지.
they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues
어머.
are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my
팔 쏘면
heart
되는 것이죠.
broke.
결국 이 짓거리는 해야 되는 게 맞았구만. 아, 그러면 아까 그 마을에 이 납 존나 있던 거기도 이제 이게 생겼으니까 갈 수 있는 거 아니야? 이거를 얻으려고 온 거지. 길이 어딘데? 왔다. 이 게임이 근데 끊겨. 어머, 어두워. 헉! 여기가 궁전인가 본데? 꺼. 이 개새끼 이거. 아닌가? 여기가 그게 아닌가? 잠깐만, 궁전? 나알비아. 여기가 나알비아인가 본데. 다들 저를 쳐다봐요. 뭔데? 우에. 은신을 좀 써가면서 해야겠는데? 갑자기 미스테리 공포물이 됐다고? 그래 안식을 주마. 아니 갑자기 너무 무서워졌잖아. 무섭진 않았었는데. 헉! 궁전 안에가 다 이렇게 변한 거임? 근데 왜 벗겨졌어? 벗겨진 건 뭐야? 오이씨. 아 깜짝이야. 무서워. 제가 다 만들어버린 건가? 오행 무셔 무셔. 여기 떨어져도 뭐 어떻게 할 수 있나? 돈 없나 근데? 물은 뭐가 안 되네. 쫓아가 봅시다. 아 근데 무섭잖아. 일로 못 가나 본데? 2층 어떻게 가는디 그러면? 절로 떨어져야 되는가 보다. 이거 못하지. 내려가. 어우 뒤지게 많네. 한 번에 처리하고 칭찬 듣고 그럼 나에비야 쟤가 그거네. 아씨 화살만 주노 돈이 없고. 비켜. 그럼 나에비아가 의심된다라고 하고 걔를 아 근데 어차피 걔를 보지를 못했구나. 에임 미쳤고 비켜. 비키라고. 안녕하세요. 뭐 어디 있는데? 근데 2,000원은 안 모아지는데? 1,000원 겨우 모았다. 한 놈 살릴 수 있다, 한 놈. 나의 패는 건 알겠지만 저 위에 저기였던가? 제가? 아, 절로 해가지고 한 번에 하면 할 수 있었는데. 와, 팬이에요. 해줄게.
Make it stop. You kill me. And it.
해주고 있잖니. 고맙지? 해서 일로 넘어왔고 헤이.
My
이건.
beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper
근데
to
이게
me,
결국
Galatea.
레즈 맛집이여라는
I know that is
얘기인 거
not your
아닐까요?
word, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose. to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
어우, 크리피. 그만 봐. 내가 어떻게 해볼 테니까. 멜론 못 나오나? 못 나오나봐. 엄마 깜짝이야! 놀랬잖아요, 씨발. 그럼 못 나가고. 아, 뭔가 힐을 해주나봐. 아우, 근데 지대 크리피하다. 일로 가라는 건가 봐. 이거를 해서 나오지 못하게 막아주고 후손들이 참 좋은 거를 배워가지고 이런 거나 만들고 맞지. 나와봐 씨발 나와봐.
Help us. Kill me. Kill us. Kill me. I just want to die.
일로 와봐 일로 와봐.
Make it stop. Please. Make it stop. Kill me. Kill me. Please.
무시하고
Kill me. Kill us. Kill me. Make it stop.
이쪽으로 가는 것인데
Make it stop.
일로 와봐 일로 와봐. 아프다. 앉아 있는 거야. 아니지? 다 100%지? 3건.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her.
You fucking damn
Whatever
creepy.
possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensure you
해줄게.
I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue from this god's forsaken place.
이제 없지? 아, 꺼져. 어이구. 아니, 자꾸 니네 뒤진 거 맞지? 그니까 아니 속도 수벌 그냥 맷집이 짱이네. 야, 동전 주머니 있네. 나 2,000원 술 모이긴 할 것 같은데 딱히 의미 없을 것 같긴 하지만. 와, 팬이에요. 끌고 갔다. 사인해줄게. 비켜. 히! 크리피. So goddamn creepy. Fucking. Fucking damn you. Oh my god, fucking holy crap. Oh, damn. Shit. Fucking. Fucking horrible. Fucking you. 뭐? Oh shit, the fuck.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
Oh shit. 우리 둘 다 황금이 될 것 같습니다. Oh shit.
I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. You think you can bring me down with your little wooden arrows before I jam this blade into your throat?
황금에 가둬놓는 겁니다.
How? That's impossible. You're trying to intimidate me.
말로 하자. 그래, 갈라타이아에게 할게.
I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city.
뭐고?
But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
잠만요. 뭐고? 글쿤. 됐지?
You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful for Lucretia. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there. Go, and never return.
미친 식.
What? Are you still here?
아, 왜 꼽줘요? 웬걸 이지랄해. 아, 근데 엔딩이 아니네. 서바이버. 혹시나 하니까 미리 금으로 만들어 놓죠. 긁히네. 히. 아. 아야. 그럼 나 이제 활도 있는데 저기 가보는
How
것도.
come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
조용히 해. 여기가 아까 걔네 집이잖아. 그 노예 죽을 때. 문이 안 열리는구만. 여길 가보죠. 나
Hey,
이제 그거
You're
있으니까.
not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
이 새끼 또 지랄이네.
Whoa.
비켜. 가보자고. 무셔. 미노타우루스 뭐 이런 거 하는 거 아니야? 비켜. 길이 어딘 거지? 뭐하나. 뭐라고? 됐다. 올라가. 누가 우노? 누구? 우노. 울지 마라. 안드로메다 아님?
Who are you? Did he send you? Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that
괴물이 따로
monster
있나 봐.
comes back. I'm Scintilla. I found a way out
어머.
through the gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key. I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Sentius, my adoptive father.
어머.
Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
역시 센티오스 그 새끼 때문 이 새끼가 그거 아님?
Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together. There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say?
일단 둘이서 탈출하는 루트로 한번 볼까?
Oh, thank you. Now follow. Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you
Hey.
do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be.
어머, 진짜 맞나봐.
This doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you'd just done what you were supposed to, you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb.
대박정.
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one doom to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was.
아니 처음에 물어봤는데 뭐 어쩌저쩌고 하면서 나 일리가 있냐 이 지랄 하길래 아닌가 보다 했지.
Moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 4? Not many. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be another useful idiot who comes along after you're dead. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet.
아 미쳤지.
Ah yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond
저
that.
이런 거 본 적 없는데.
So, you discovered my secret. So what?
죽여야지. 어머 깜짝이야.
What are you going to do about it? Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule.
당연하지. 일단 돈이 있으면 훔치고 싶고.
Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity.
아니 근데 그런 거 치고는 얘 너무 막 뭐 황금률 깨졌다 이럴 때마다 너무 필사적으로 막 호다닥 달려가고 이러니까.
Long after your dust. Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again.
그런 거 치고 또 너무 빨리 달려갔어야 했잖아.
Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely.
아니지, 맨날 죽는 존재가 되는 거지.
I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Do you really think you could take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
어머. 대박. 준비 진짜 끝나서 왔었네.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go.
아 이때서야 내가
What's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
어머. 나 엔딩 봤나 본데? 어머.
Hi there.
Hey.
I'm afraid. Thought I was in here alone.
오드와인은
I'm
아니구만.
Al.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name
그래서
appeared in
얘는
the
안
city out of the
죽은 거야.
shrine for
내가
Serpina.
저때
Freed an
저거를
imprisoned
막아가지고.
woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden
어머.
statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
안 믿겠지. 이렇게 얘기해봤자.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? I'm not sure I
근데
understand.
옷을 씨발 야 너는 이거를 뭐 사서 입은 거야 찍힌 거야.
I'm sorry, come again? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing, but I don't understand how I could have written it. I'm not following.
내용이 진짜 너무 그게 뭔데 싶더가 약간 이런 느낌인데.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
허. 이 위로는 못 가네. 여기로도 못 가고. 가자. 나 근데 이제 활도 없어졌다. 어이, 따라오고 있어? 나만 있는데? 어머. 뭐고?
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
잘
You go on
생각했다.
ahead, and I'll be there soon.
그래. 별로 써보지 못했던 도망자 25%의 그것. 야, 여기가 그건데, 여기가 너 뒤져 있던 데인데. 근데 어떻게 이게 엔딩을 생각보다 빨리 봤네. 캬, 아름다운 곳이야. 에이.
You're back. But
저 뒤에 옵니다.
you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find out? Ah, what a relief.
갇히긴
Thank you
했지.
so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait? Really? Sounds amazing. And did you... Oh, look. Here he
이거
comes.
할인해서 한
Ow. It's so good to see you.
얼마더라? 한 2만
You were
원?
gone so long, I thought I'd never see
만
you
얼마,
again.
2만 얼마였던 것
Kinda
같은데.
lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found.
근데 내가
The ruins of a
그런
long
스토리
forgotten
이런
city.
걸 좀 많이
There was a
안
tablet
보긴 했잖아,
describing an
지금.
event 2,000
지금
years
보니까
ago.
NPC가 한
Supposedly
23명?
the city was destroyed
그렇게
when a woman
있었는데
murdered
내가
a tyrant
해결한
with
게
the help
한 5개밖에 없지
of my
않나?
new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a
거의
tablet of her own.
쇼컷이지.
I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a
근데
look.
언니 머리 좀 숱 좀 치시면 안 돼요. 귀를 좀
I
넘기든가.
don't know what became of you,
어디 보자.
or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius,
그리고 이게
Cynthia,
그 뭐지?
Lucretia,
멀티 엔딩이라서
Horatius, Galerius.
지금 내가 한 거는 센틸라 하나 살린 엔딩인 거지
Please
않을까?
understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
The one that got away. 두 번째 엔딩인가봐. 센틸라의 곁에 그대로 떠났더라면. 센틸라 죽잖아 그러면. 이 씨발. 닉 피어스 군. 다른 엔딩은 여러분의 몫으로 남겨두겠습니다. 저는 또 마저 엔딩을 이거저거 보려고 할 수도 있겠지만 여기서 스포일러를 피하게 도와달라 뭐 이렇게 한 게 있으니까 절대로 귀찮아서가 아니라 그래서다. 이제 내일 뮤지컬 봐야 되니까 이제 가 이제. 자. 안녕히 주무세요.